Okay, so we're still out of position 1, but now we're going to transition into position 2. That's really common, whether it's major or minor. Position 1 and 2 really work great together. So in this instance, what we're going to do is we're going to slide in 2 to 4, go to our A note, so get our key center. Then we're going to go 4 to 6, so we got now 4 to 6 on the G. We're going to grab another note right out of that chord. Right now we're in this shape of the chord. So we're going to hit that 5th fret B. Now I'm going to slide up, but I'm going to change my fingers. I'm going to use my 3rd finger and go 5 to 7. And then get the A here on the high E string 5th fret. So we got. And then we're going to go back and forth. 7B, 5E. And then I'm going to go that another one of those kind of bends. We've already hit our key center a few times, so the ear's adjusted to it, and then let it go. Right now, obviously, we can start doing a little bit of vibrato, quarter note bends, all that kind of stuff. I'll go over that more when we start applying it to music. But get in the habit of, when you land on a note, give it a little love. Even if it's just for a split second, the more we can get these strings to shake and vibrate, the more we're actually going to emulate the human voice. Right? A lot of times you'll hear a singer singing, I'm not even going to try, so. But they don't often just hold a note without any vibrato, right? They come to a note, maybe for a split second, and then they add a little bit to it. So as I slide here and I land there, I'm going to give it a little bit. So we got. Right? Just a little bit is enough to take a stock pentatonic riff and to make it into a musical statement just by adding a little bit of vibrato, a little bit of quote-unquote feel to the riff. So, feel's important. Feel's where it all happens. You can play this really mellow riff. Right now, if I did that same thing and just went, cool, has its place, but this really starts to sound more professional, right? More like a voice, less like a riff, and more like a musical phrase, per se. Okay, so from there, we can finish that. We got the. Now we can bend back. Now we're in position 2. Okay, so we've just bent up that 7th fret E string again. We come down with the bend, go back to our key center, A, and then I'm going to do that stacking again on the 7th fret B and E. And then back to A. Right? So we can come in. And then you can add another if you want, right? So we got. Right, you're just adding riffs, but you're always coming back to that key center, especially in major. It really makes it sound like, all that music we've heard, whether it's Lynyrd Skynyrd. I mean, there's a million great bands, Black Crowes, Led Zeppelin, but they all really hammer on those key centers, especially when it's major pentatonic, because it really adds to that happy, like, woohoo, this is awesome riffing we got going on here. So make sure to always come back to that. You can always play around with the riff, bend it a million different ways, come at it 100 different ways. Right, right there, I just did a Steve Lukather riff. If you don't know who that is, look him up. He's mind-blowing. But what I did was I bent that 7th fret, and as it's up at pitch, bending it right at that whole step, you add your pinky and catch the 8th fret. And then go back, let it go. And that's kind of an advanced run. It's not that easy, but it's a great trick. So start now, grasshoppers, and you will sound like, whoa, Johnny just threw in a wicked riff. What was that? And it was simple after you learn how to do it. So give it a shot. It's fun. Okay, so we've got... Right, you can do a simple riff like that, where we just hammer on from 5 to 7 on the B. Then you hit A twice, back to B7. Right, so what we've essentially done is we've taken a riff and you just add a little bit at a time to it. And now you've got, your first sentence, your middle, kind of descriptives, and then before you know it, you got a whole paragraph that you said, all based around the same, idea. You're just expanding the idea a little bit, and then you say a whole bunch without having to do a lot. So try that out. We'll now go to maybe, let's say, position 3 and 4. Give you some ideas in that section.